All right, everybody. Episode 3. What are we going to talk about now? So last episode, I talked about what you need to do if you want to get ready to leave your job and start your own company, start your own thing, do whatever you want to do. Now, what do you do when you actually leave that job? So let's just say that we did the thing. We saved up for those 3 months. We made sure that we weren't spending anything extra. We made sure that we didn't allow the negativity of our boss, of the people around us to influence us and to make us change our mind, because they can't. Like, if you want to do something, you got to just do it. You got to believe that it's possible for you, because if it's possible for you, then it's possible. So now, once we leave and we say we're quitting, we have to quit. We have to quit. When we're getting ready to quit, something will show its ugly face. There will be some sort of adversity that tells you, hey, show me how serious you were. For me, it was my VA rating not being what I wanted it to be by the time that I got out. And I had about $500 left in my bank account. And I knew that if I didn't quit, I would lose all faith in myself, because now I have just kicked the can down the road. I have moved the boundary of what I tolerate, what I think is right for me and what's not. And if I would have told myself I have to wait, I got to make sure that I have enough money, enough savings in my account before I fully commit, then I would only lose faith in myself. You see, it's already in you. The universe just wants to see if you're serious about it. The universe wants to see if you are truly, finally serious about it. You've thought about doing this before. You've thought about leaving your job. You've thought about making a big change. You've thought about taking that leap of faith in yourself. Maybe filing for divorce, maybe moving out of your parents' house, but something stopped you before. Something. And the only thing that the universe learns then, the subconscious, whatever you want to call it, is that you weren't serious about that change. Which means, how does it know that you're serious about this change now? Well, it tests you. It shows you what you're made of by showing you what you're made of. And when you're about to change, if something big happens, all of a sudden, something will happen that will be disguised as either an opportunity or some sort of problem, some sort of issue. It could be the fact that they offer you a small promotion that will make you feel enough in the job that you're at. Oh, well, you tell yourself, they're finally recognizing me. This means I can't leave yet. I shouldn't leave. I have to wait. This is the sign. You're confusing adversity as a positive sign. It is something that is happening to ask you, to demand of you, to show yourself how serious you are for this, because that little promotion ain't shit compared to what you want out of life. Adversity will happen as you are trying to leave the job and then you get a flat tire, and now you have to find a way to buy new tires. It's just new tires. It is not a mortgage payment, and even if it was, you will figure it out. I left my job as I had just finished and finalized a divorce, as my entire life was upside down. I had adversity after adversity after adversity happen to me. The police were called on me. My job, the people that I worked with, they thought that I was losing it. They thought I was delusional. They were all concerned for me. And the thing is, they couldn't see any other way, because a lot of them, some of them, wanted something else. They wanted to leave the job too, the police job. Most of them didn't, and they won't. And I love these guys and gals, but they won't, because they have been taught that all that you have to do is keep doing what you are doing and do not upset the status quo. Do not be the black sheep. Don't cause waves. I cause waves everywhere I go. And not because I want to. I'm not trying to upset anybody, but because for me, I live my life the way that I want to live my life. And if anyone is going to be disappointed in how I live my life, it is not going to be me. It's not going to be me. So as you are getting ready to make this big change and you talk about leaving, something will happen. The universe will test you. And like I said, I got tested so many times. And to me, I pushed through it every time, because I knew that on the other side of that was success. Every single time, without a doubt. The moment that adversity challenges me, I get excited, because that means that something big is coming. Now, I can sit here and tell you, you need to set up your LLC, you need to do this, you need to do that. But the thing is, you and I might have different business models. You can also go online and research exactly what you want to do and know how to do it. That is not what is going to stop you. People can go online and find out how to do anything, but they don't do it because they don't believe they can. What I want to help you tap into today is your belief system. I want your belief system to change by the end of this 20-minute podcast, 30-minute podcast, whatever it is. I want you to believe that it's possible for you. I want you to believe that if I could do it, Juan, then you can do it. You can do it too. It's already out there for you. It already belongs to you if you just believe that it's yours. If you can break out of the life that you've been living and you saved up money for those 3 months and you made sure that you didn't spend anything, you made sure that you quit your job so that you could do this full time, you need to make sure that you develop a routine and a schedule for yourself. You do not work 24/7. You still sleep when you're supposed to. You work out. You take care of your body. But you change your belief system on what you believe is possible for you because you push out of your comfort zone. Every single time that you are trying to do something, do not get distracted with all of the shiny objects out there. Do the one thing and do it really well. Hire a mentor. I'm telling you, you want one. He or she will tell you what to do, and I need you to follow it to the T, whether it's me or somebody else. And I don't do business coaching. I do life coaching, fitness coaching, mentorship, stuff that will really impact you. And yes, it can help you with this as well. But I'm telling you right now, all the information is out there for how to build something, but you do have to hire a coach. Why? Because you can learn the lesson faster with someone that's been there before. Now, if you have saved up money right now, you are not spending it frivolously. You're not buying all of the websites. You don't need a website. You don't need an app. You don't need ads. You don't need this. You just need to build organically. Social media is the number one way of advertising. Making videos online for whatever business it is. It doesn't matter what it is. It's the best way to advertise. People are scared of it because they don't know how to do it. It is easy. I promise you, if I can figure it out, you can figure it out. So start posting. Tell your story. This is part of the documentation. It is a journey that you're on. People need to see this part of the journey. People need to believe that what you do and what you create is beautiful and genuine because you are posting it even when you don't want to, even when you don't look pretty, even when your makeup is off, even when you feel ugly, even when you feel like it's too rough. You just post it. You just do it. And you don't worry about the people that are talking, the people that say you're cringe, the people that are saying, oh my God, I can't believe she's posting or he's posting. Like, they can talk all they want. And newsflash, they're also probably not talking. Because even if they are, you are a reminder of their failures. Every time they see you do well, every time they see that you post again and again and again, you are reminding them that they couldn't do it. Whatever it was that was for them. And you're doing it. And you're doing it. And if it works for you, they will label you as lucky, as privileged, or they will label themselves as impossible, that it was impossible for them, that they couldn't do it because they don't want to take ownership. If it becomes something that they could have done and they didn't do, now the blame is on them. You see, so every time that you do well, they will typecast you, they will label you, they will find ways to mute you because they would rather you be the person that's weird, that got lucky, than show themselves their true colors. And that true color is that they failed. They didn't want it bad enough. But it's hard to say that to yourself. So what they rather would say is call you cringe. They would rather say that you're lucky. They would rather say that, well, it's impossible for me, society this, society that. They will make up a bunch of reasons of why they couldn't do it. And that has to sometimes be the fuel for your fire until it's not. Until you realize that for the first 3 months, yes, you need to build, and learn to sell because it is a skill, and learn to market the right way. Social media, that's the way to do it, by the way. And believe in yourself enough that you already have it in you. See, if you would have told me when I started this business that I would have an event that 10 plus people pay money and pay for their plane tickets and fly out for an entire weekend and arrive on Thursday, and I take their cell phones from them and they are there on Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning they leave and they all have their lives changed, I would tell you, yes, that's going to happen. Like, I believe that. I just didn't know when or how, but I believe that it's possible. You just have to believe it's possible. If you believe it's possible for you, then you have hope, and that's all you need. I believe that one day I will be on stage speaking in front of hundreds of people. I believe because I have hope that I will do that, and I know it will happen. And because I know it will happen, it's already mine, which means I have no anxiety about when or if it will happen. it'll happen when it was supposed to. You see, I don't live in the future or the past or like think about what's happening then or now. Like, I am in the moment. I am present. So for the next 3 months, when you leave your job, your only job is to grow your business by believing in yourself, get to know yourself, travel a little bit, build something for yourself. You don't have to work all the time, but you have to freaking believe in yourself. And every time that you hit a wall, every time that you hit a roadblock, it is your decision to keep pushing forward and know that that is part of the universe telling you, show me how serious you are. You quit your job. Cool. Now show me that you're not going to go back to that job by showing me how serious you are. Now, we could also say, well, I need to wait 2 years before I make this big change. That is 2 years that you are avoiding peace, happiness, love. That is 2 years of you putting off something that you know needs to happen. That is 2 years of more negative stuff happening. That is 2 years of possibly something that hurts you happening sooner than later, and then it is irreparable. It is harder to do then than it is now. I don't have all the answers to everything. I don't think anyone does. I don't pretend to know everything. I don't pretend to be special. I don't think that I'm supposed to. I think that I'm a flawed human being. I think that I have feelings. I think that I experience self-doubt, insecurity, but I fight against it every day, and it gets easier and easier and easier, not because it gets easier, but because I get stronger. You see, it's not that the challenges go away, guys. It's just that now it takes me 3 minutes to learn a lesson and get back to where I was before instead of 3 days. And maybe one day it'll take me 3 seconds. And maybe down the road, I will have different types of problems, quality problems, where it might take me 3 months to learn a lesson. But that's just because I've never had that problem before, you see? We want to upgrade the problems that we have in our life. We want to worry about things that actually matter. And I do not like to hesitate or live in the past. One of the first steps that I took was understanding that you cannot multitask. Never multitask. And never be in a rush. Be present in the room and do not worry about what people are saying about you because nobody is judging you. And if they are, trust me, they do not matter. And this applies to family as well, by the way. You have to be present. Be in the room. No multitasking. I love having quality problems. I love knowing that next week, next month, there will be other things that I have to deal with that I've never had to deal with before. Why? Because I'm there. I'm there. Right now, the quality problem that I have is trying to decide whether I do 2 events next year or just 1. And I think I know what the answer is. And the answer is the one that scares me, which is why I have to do 2 events next year. You see, it wasn't always like this, guys. I used to roll out of bed, going through depression in a very dark place. I hadn't got haircuts in months. My beard was all disheveled. I was working night shift as a cop, and I would roll out of bed, and I would do my coaching calls, and I would roll back into bed, and I was depressed. And I had to push through that to get to where I'm at right now. The police were called on me several times because of fights that I had with my ex-wife. Her and I are good friends now, actually. Her birthday is today, and I actually just sent her a 1-hour massage for herself because she deserves it. She's a good mom. She's a good mom. It's just her and I were not compatible as partners because we were both in a really bad place. And now that I'm healing, she's healing differently. And I love that for her, and I'm happy for her. But all of the things that still happened, they still happened. They were still true. I was still going through it, you see. I had to. The universe was just testing me. It was showing me, how serious are you, Juan? How bad do you want this? Show me. And I showed it every freaking time. And it's going to continue to happen. I will continue to be tested by the universe, and I will continue to show up as my best self because the side of you that wins is the side of you that feeds, that positive side, not the negative side. So as you build a business, it's not about make sure that you do this or that. Like, go on GPT, type in what you're trying to build, tell it to tell you in very simple terms what you have to do, and then just do that. You do not need an email list or a marketing campaign or 4 or 5 of this or that. Get the one mentor and do what the one mentor says, or do it on your own. Just know that if you do it on your own, it's going to take you a lot longer, and you will not know the tricks and the money wasters that a business coach might be able to help you with for whatever you want to build. And last but not least, I want you to remember that the universe will test you again. And just because you have now decided that you're on this journey and you're 3 months out, and right now, by the way, the same rules apply. You're still not going out with friends. You're still not wasting or spending money on shit you don't need. You are still making sure that you are waking up, doing your workouts, doing your morning routines, sleeping, hydrating, doing all the right stuff, not drinking, and you are still making sure that you grow your business every freaking day. Because you have 3 months. And if you want to make sure that in those 3 months you fucking skyrocket, you have to make sure that within the first month, you know that your mindset has changed. And if you need help, reach out. I'll see if I can help you. I do life coaching. And that's the first time that I say that out loud. Because there was so much hesitation before. But like, what better thing to coach than someone's life? People label and they name and they criticize the things that they don't understand because it's easier to block them, to ridicule them, to mock them, to mute them, as I recently have understood. But being a life coach is not a bad thing. Like, I do believe I am in this place in my life where I can provide value to people. And I have shown that over and over again. And I believe in it. And that's all that I need. I don't need anyone's approval, anyone's validation. I don't seek it anymore. I know who I am. And it's the best feeling in the world. And I want this for you guys too. I have peace. I'm in love. I have beautiful children that I'm raising the right way. I am present in every moment. I do not multitask anymore. I never am in a rush, and I'm always present, and I do not worry about what other people do. And if I have this, I'm not special. I grew up in Chicago, the oldest of 3 Hispanic kids. My parents came here from Mexico. I joined the Marine Corps after I was involved in gangs in Chicago. I got out. I became a cop. I did that for 10 years. And when I thought my life was falling apart after my first divorce, and then it leads me to my second marriage and another divorce, I'm like, what am I doing? And I just changed everything by a decision, not by trying to understand the why. When you try to understand the why, you are consistently kicking the can down the road, because if there's something you don't like about yourself and you want to change it, just make a decision to change it. You don't have to understand the why. What if it takes us 3, 4, 5 days, 3, 4, 5 months to figure out the why? Why am I traumatized? Is it because of this, because of that? It doesn't matter. Because that's 3, 4, 5 days or 3 or 4 or 5 months of still doing the thing that you don't want to do anymore in your life because you don't understand why you're doing it. Just make a decision to change. Make a decision to change. That's it. That's all that it takes. For the next 3 months, once you leave the job, you have to understand that if you're trying to build something, you can sit here and listen to this episode and be like, I received nothing. He didn't talk about my bank account or set up my business or set up my EIN or any of that. Listen to me. All of those things are going to happen if you want them to happen by researching how to do it. But when, for the first weekend, your buddies want to hang out and you say, well, I deserve to go out, and then you spend $200 on alcohol. By weekend 2, you're going to be like, I made a big mistake. This was too much. I should have done this. I shouldn't quit my job. The mistake was you going out, not you quitting your job. That was the right reason, the right decision for the first time in a long time. But you have to change the way that you think, change the way that you consume, change the way that you live your life, your belief system that you have, the words that you say to yourself. Because I'm telling you right now, if you talk negative to yourself, it is true. I don't do that. I never talk bad about myself, ever, not even as a joke. I don't use that dark humor shit. It is not beneficial for you. It only hurts you because your subconscious believes whatever you say out loud. And also, by the way, whatever you say in your head. So if you criticize yourself, even in the darkness, even in the shadows, even in the darkness of the night in your mind, your subconscious believes it. And if you go to bed with these thoughts, your subconscious will rewire your brain every single night to believe this every single morning. That's why when I wake up, I tell myself today's going to be the best day ever. When I go to bed, I'm laying there in bed. I'm saying, oh, today was amazing. Oh my gosh, I love myself. Oh, this is amazing. What a great day. Tomorrow's going to be amazing. I'm so tired. I'm ready to fall asleep. And then I just fall asleep. You see, we complicate life. I don't think life is complicated. I think when we complicate life, when we look for problems to solve, when we try and take on other people's trauma, when we always say that we want to help people, we volunteer for this or that, it makes it so much fucking easier not to look at ourselves and be like, my life is not where I want it to be. How about I work on that? Stop volunteering and trying to help everybody else when you haven't done the work for you. Stop trying to be the savior to your mom, to your dad, to your brother, to your sister, everybody else, to your friends. If you keep neglecting yourself, if you are not where you want to be, you are neglecting yourself, because every time that you say yes to somebody else, your subconscious learns that your goals, your wants aren't really that important. Otherwise, you wouldn't be saying yes to everybody else. So say yes to yourself. Say yes to yourself. Say yes to yourself. So do these 4 things, and I promise you, within 1 week, your life will change. No more multitasking. Do the one thing at the one time. Brush your teeth and look at yourself in the mirror. That's it. No more driving and talking on the phone. No more trying to do the dishes while you listen to TV. No more multitasking. Do the one thing at the one time. Number 2, never be in a rush. Be in the moment. Be in the moment. Be in the moment. Do not rush. Do not rush means stop trying to get to the next thing and stop giving yourself permission to remove the attention from the one thing that you're doing. Rule number 3, be in the moment. This one, believe it or not, is different than don't rush. Be in the moment means stop worrying about tomorrow or yesterday and just be here right now. As you listen to my words, as you're driving, as you're walking, whatever you're doing, be here right now. Do not allow your mind to distract you. I have all notifications turned off on my phone, all of them, every single one. I receive no notifications to my phone. From besides a few people that can get a hold of me, I don't need to know what's going on Pinterest or Instagram or Facebook or with the news. I don't need to know. It disturbs my peace. And if it costs my peace, it's too expensive. So be present in the moment. Number 4, stop worrying about other people. Nobody is judging you, and if they are, let them. Be in the world. Be you. Do you. That is all that matters. Be willing to be the black sheep. Let people talk. I promise you, one day, everybody else will say, well, I knew that he or she could do it. I always had their back. It doesn't matter if they did or didn't. Let them talk. Apply these 4 rules. Be self-aware. Pay attention. And I promise you, when it is all said and done, you will be in a better place. Just do this for 1 week. 1 week, and then pay attention to how your life is changing. Your stress, your anxiety will go away. Because when you don't multitask, you are not dividing yourself amongst a bunch of different things. When you are not rushing, you feel like your time is yours and you are no longer giving yourself anxiety for no fucking reason. When you are in the moment, you are allowing yourself to live distraction-free. And when you don't worry about other people, you are allowing yourself to let go of any judgment that you are giving yourself from other people. And if you do these things, I promise you, your life will start to improve before you know it. And you will send me a message and tell me, I followed your 4 rules and it is working. And then maybe you'll join my program. Maybe you won't. That's okay. Keep following, keep listening. Keep changing your life. Keep being a light for those that need it. Keep being that lighthouse for those that need it. Do not be a tugboat. Stop volunteering for everybody else if you do not have your life in order. If you do not have your life in order, you need to stop volunteering for everybody else. You can give back later on. But right now, you need to give to yourself. It is selfish to do that, in my opinion. It is selfish to give and give and give because it makes us feel good. We're not doing it for them. We're doing it for us so we feel good about ourselves. So we say, at least I am still doing this. Yes, it feels good to give back. But you can give back so much more if you were in a better place in life. Teach the lesson. So again, this is episode 3 of the 7-part series. I'm not going to rush these. I said I would do one every day. I'm not going to rush these. Every day will be a little bit different, and we'll see when I release the next one. I have some really big stuff coming up that I'm really excited about. And I have some really big plans, and I'm going to be sharing them probably later than sooner just because they're my private plans. But let's just say that some really big stuff is coming. All right, adios. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. Again, send this to somebody that might need it. And if it's you that somebody sent it to you, send a thank you and say how much you appreciate this person thinking about you, because obviously this helped them, which means it is possible for it to help you. Take care, everybody.